All right, guys, I'm back. I've done a few things. Let me catch you up to what I got done here. We ran some of the coolant lines. We got the lower radiator hose put back on this upper thing, that top part that goes to that. We hooked up some lines here, coming off of this, goes down to this little solenoid doohickey down here. Bottom line, it goes down, goes into those silver lines right there. Yeah, that's a little better. Silver lines down there, you can see. It comes up, hooks on the bottom of this one. The top one comes off of right here. Lots of things everywhere. Heater core lines. I think y'all saw me do that one. This, I believe, goes into another line. The upper radiator hose comes across here, goes into that, connects back there. So yeah, I got to put that one on. Got this hooked up. Did hook up our wiring on our alternator. I don't know if anybody caught that I didn't do that. I think that's all I got done, pretty much. I had to go online and look up the coolant line routing on this thing. Because when I even went back and pulled some video up on the computer, looked at it a little bit when I was tearing it apart. Man, these things got a boatload of coolant. It goes everywhere. Anyway, so I also put this holder thingy bracket back on. The heater lines, they connect to the bottom of it. The charge pipes come across the top of it and hook in here and here on it. I got to put one back on over here. And I got to put the motor bracket, puller bracket thingy back on over here. So let me get those, let's get those put on right quick. I think we can get on this tripod right over here. 1 meter. Okay, the bracket goes this way. Okay. Quick spinny doodad. Okay, that's on there. Take these nuts off. It's a good thing I put them on there because I probably would have lost them by now. There. This goes on here like that, or I think it goes like that. It goes like that. And put our nuts on. Run them down. I know in an earlier video I had said I didn't think this truck had been messed with. I don't think anybody went into the engine or anything. And I also think in one of them I said that that's a new water pump. Because if you look at it, you can really tell. I was just noticing as I was putting that on, you can tell the difference here. That's a new water pump. So I think the dealership I bought it from probably replaced that water pump on it. My understanding, these water pumps are not the best in the world, so keep an eye on those. So they may have went ahead and replaced it. Okay. Now, yeah. We got hoses and stuff. And I know both of those come off of the coolant in this. Oh boy, here we go. Now I'm starting in the bad stuff here. I don't know where this goes. don't remember. I do too remember. It comes off like the PCVs. There's one here. There's one here. That's where this came off of. I'm just looking what lines we have here. What lines you have, Grandmama? Okay, I think we're gonna put this big joker on next. So let me put you back over here on the tripod. Maybe that's a decent angle for you. All right, guys. I think step one is find out which way it goes. It goes on like that. We push it into the heater core hose first. Oh, yeah, she snaps right in like a champ. Then I think I'm gonna push it onto the radiator. Y'all are missing a whole lot over there, I promise you. Like a champ. Now, these, I don't know if I showed y'all this or not. I do want to get a close-up of it. Let me get some lights going here. These hose clamps, they actually have a thing right here. Excuse my fingernails. I'm a screwdriver. This little thing, I don't know how many of y'all notice this, but this little thing sticks up. So when you squeeze this outer part here and this together, you can squish it hard enough that it comes over that and clamps it and stays there. Now, getting it back is a whole nother story, because it's kind of a pain in the buttocks to do. And the way I've been doing it is, well, kind of get it into position. Guess what? I'm gonna put you on your perch over here. Okay. As I was saying, you get it into position like such, kind of where you want it. Looks to me like it goes right here. And I hold it just so it doesn't go flying anywhere, and kind of pry it open-ish. You gotta make it go down like that. And it goes pop. And then I kind of squeeze it open and get it to where I want it. I like to get it back to where it was originally. It kind of leaves an indentation on the, there we go. Kind of leaves an indentation on the hose where it's clamped it down so hard. So I'm gonna get up here. I got that one on. Let me get this other one on up in here. This is gonna be the fun one because can't hardly get to it. So let me put it on, I'll come back right quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. As all my bolts fall down, put the intake on like that. Okay, and didn't prepare very well. Let's get us a zip gun. Just run those down. There, that'll hold it in spot. I got to climb way back up in here because there's a few things that go on. This is I think an air temperature sensor. It has to go back in here. Certain element goes on here in different positions. I don't know. Son of a gun. Click. Okay. We will reconnect this wire. Click, and there, push the little white thing in. Got some hose, another. All right, everything looks good back there. I'm not gonna put the wiring on just yet so that I can run each one of these down just a little bit. Okay, we got those started. Let me go look up the torque spec and get those torqued down, and I'll be right back. Okay, I looked it up. It's 89 inch-pounds, and it starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's how they torque down. So now we can put our wire loom back in position. See if we can't get a light on the situation up in here. Put that in there, and that one in there, that one in there, this one in here, and then these wrap around. I don't know why we didn't plug in that coil pack. Click, and push that in. And then the phaser solenoids, each one of them have a thing that go in. The drive-by-wire throttle body with the lock, all that goes in. Now that's nifty. Now we got some other vacuum stuffuses that go right here. So I'm gonna make sure I got all that. This, those. Missed a high pressure fuel pump. Click. You push down the red thing, that hooks in, and that looks like we got everything on this side of the engine. Now we got our coil packs, our bypass valve, all that, and this hook up here somewhere on something. So let me get those lines up here. Oh, one of the other things I wanted to mention, because I was just looking, the PCV on these, here and here, they make a catch can thing. And the only reason I say anything about this is because it come across my feed on my Amazon or something. I don't remember what it was. But what happens is, especially on turbos, you get some oil vaporizing, and it gets, that's what the PCV is for, is a positive crankcase vent. So when the oil gets kind of vaporized, it gets sucked up through that PCV and routes back into your intake. What a catch can does is it's kind of a baffled design, so the pressure off the crankcase comes together, goes into it, the oil settles down in the canister down in the bottom, and then the air is able to go back into the intake. So you're not losing that vacuum from the intake, but you're catching the oil in the canister and it's not being pushed back into your intake, which actually helps the longevity of your motor. So I recommend, especially if you've got a boosted motor, turbos, root style supercharger, centrifugal supercharger. The only thing I don't think needs it is nitrous. I like nitrous. When I drag raced, that's what I ran, was nitrous. So, yeah, one day I'm gonna put a catch can on here. Probably not this week, maybe a month or two. Once we get out of this cold weather, really. But I just thought I'd throw that in. Let me get vacuum lines, and we'll get back on this thing. Enough storytelling. Hey guys, welcome back. We got all the fluids and everything put in her last night. We're gonna give her a fire up, see if our rattle went away. So here we go. All right, guys, she fired right up, no rattles. I think a success. I think it's a success. That's what I meant to say. She's running here. Doesn't look like our coolant has gotten any lower. Like I say, we filled her up last night. I am at the minimum spot. Of course, it is bone cold. I don't know what time it is. It's still pretty early morning. And it's cold out here. It's 38 degrees, I think, is what the computer thingamabobber said. Anyhowsy, yeah, she's running. I think it's time to take her for a spin. So I'm gonna set this right here so I know where to pull in. All right, let me back her out of the garage, get her spun around in the driveway. We'll go on a little cruise down the road. All right, guys, here we go for a little spin down the road. Let me get you pulling out of the driveway here. I don't see, well, we're not even warmed up yet, really. I don't know if you can see that yet. We're gonna drive her down the road here for a minute for a piece. See what's going on. Speed bump. Okay, I can't feel. Got warm air coming out of the vents, folks. That's a good sign. This little thing's got that little pump for the heater core. Obviously it works because it is pumping, because I'm getting warm air through the vents, and it's got a lady runner here. I'm getting warm air through the vents, and she's still way down there in the cold area. So we're gonna go out this way a little ways. I think I brought my cell phone. I hope so. Get out here and this thing fall apart. Don't have no way to call nobody. Temperature is rising. we're going to make a turn here. Morton Road. Somebody's been out here hot rodding with their little single one wheel peel. Okay guys, had to pause it there. We drove some back roads for a minute. We're getting right up here to the highway. We're still not hot, not even really warm. Should be higher than that. As for the taking the little doohickeys out that made those swirly pieces in the intake, fella said that make your turbos whistle more. If you have the window down, you can hear it barely. You have to be listening for it, otherwise you're not going to hear it. I gave it some goose right there coming back towards the house on the highway here, and we are up right in the middle where she normally would run. Our transmission's just now warming up, so we're not hot. Like I say, I'm running down the highway right now at 60 miles an hour, so. Heater's kicking though. I got the heater full on hot. I just got the fan about halfway, and it's toasty up in here a little bit, so my heater's working. When we started it last night and checked for leaks, I didn't see no leaks. Now that I got it up to temperature and she's holding there pretty decent, we'll pull back in the shop here, double check. I'm right here at the house, so hang on. I'm not even going to, we'll just edit that part out. So we're right here at the house, and our temperature is still, steering wheel all in the way, steering wheel. Our temperature still on, it's normal running right there. So we're not overheating, which is a good thing. We're gonna pull up right up into the old Ford's Fab Shop. Oh, got us a little, I'll put my light stand there, so just bump. We'll back up just a smidgen. Right there. Okay, like I say, she's not overheating. I think, no. I can zoom it in like that. Yeah, she's not overheating at all. Like I say, I got the heater running. Let's hop out and see what we got. Look at the underneaths. Still don't see no leaks on the underneaths. So we're good there. Don't hear no clickety clacking from the engine. That's always a good sign. Open sesame. And we do need to add a little bit of coolant to it, not much. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna add a little bit of coolant to this, and we're done with this project. It was a heck of a project now. So thank y'all for watching. I do appreciate it. I know this was a long one. I tried to cut it up in parts. Like I say, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share the videos. Tell your mom and them. And like I always say, if you ain't doing something, you ain't doing nothing.